Hi, everybody. We are joined by Exet, who are coming off of their match against OpTic Gaming. Please use the Zoom hand raise function if you'd like to ask a question, and then we'll call on you. Let us begin with Diogo from VLR.
Hey guys, commiserations for the loss. My first question is for Def. You guys suffered a pretty tough comeback on Haven. Was it just OpTic exploiting your weak spots, or was there something more to that defending half?
I don't know. They just play the map pretty good. We didn't adapt fast enough. It's just the cookie cutter answers, really. We tried a lot of things. Didn't work in the moment, but yeah, I think it's just quite T-sided right now. It's really hard to have a CT half that's good. Like getting 6 rounds, I think is pretty nice in CT. So just think the map is slightly CT-sided, and they did a pretty good job at finding the gaps.
Thank you. Diogo, did you have another question?
Yeah, just one more. For Siko, what were you guys able to do on Ascent to kind of avoid that comeback that you weren't able to do on Haven?
It just came down to getting the mental fortitude activated. I think we had a good chat going into the match about what we needed to do to close the series out, and I think everybody was just ready to execute and do it. We also did a much better job of adapting to what they were showing us. We have a lot of experience against that particular composition due to our scrim partners. So, we had answers to what they were throwing versus on Haven where, we were a little bit more caught off guard by the quote unquote cringe comp. But yeah, it just really comes down to adaptability and mental fortitude and getting that activated going into match 2.
We'll go to Ian next.
Hi, this is for Coach Psycho. Last time that OpTic played Pearl, they defeated Loud 13-3. I believe they played the same exact comp. What were you guys hoping to do with your composition to counter them?
Without going into too much detail strategically, it really just came down to, playing to our strengths and trying to put them in a position where we control the pacing of the game. We were doing a pretty good job of that on some rounds, but it just kind of slipped away from us on that map.
Thank you. Are there any questions from the media on site?
Declan from Dexerto, a little off-topic question here, but in 2023, moving into the league system. So I was just wondering to you guys, what is kind of like the defining moment or tournament or game of kind of this pre-league VALORANT system that we have now, like even going back to the beta?
Wait, how do you mean?
Just like any like defining thing that you said that that you think like looking back on that will kind of that you'll remind you of kind of this era of VALORANT before we go into like the franchise system.
I think it's like, speaking on my behalf, I think it's just, what we've built as a whole. I think we've gotten asked the question, what specific moments are the top moments, but we look back and one of the first teams to get a gaming house, one of the first teams to, in VALORANT, one of the first teams to build something up from the ground up. I don't, if we want to name a couple big wins, winning the North American title was a massive win. Beating FPX recently was a great win for us. Beating Sentinels, being the first team to take on Sentinels, all those, moments come together and we look back as a team and it's just good times all the time.
Okay. Thank you.
Hi guys, FF from Onetio. I wonder whether there was a specific plan on your mind when focusing on shorts during your opponent's run on Ascent. And what changes did you make in the last time out to close out the map?
What do you mean by short?
Sure, you were playing short? Playing on a B short, I guess, on Ascent? Yeah.
Okay. Like a market?
No.
Oh, okay.
It just means how we adapt.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah.
Just that map is completely CT-sided. Like we've seen a bunch of teams now. We've run different comps and finding no success on T side. Like it's really, really difficult to get some attack rounds, and it's just comes to like the tight tricks. And I think we just did a pretty good job today adapting and figuring out ways to get around it. And that's kind of how Ascent is. You have to squeeze them few rounds out.
Yeah. And to address the attack pause question, I mean, it really just came down to talking about, I said, we need to do a better job of pump faking, drawing out their utility and trying to pull their rotations a bit more, because we're kind of just contacting it, and especially in tree, as you're saying, like the meat grinder, and just kind of going away from that and more into, fakes and pump fakes, and trying to bait out their immense amount of utility, which they have a lot of due to the composition that they play, and kind of getting us in a more favorable position later into the rounds to where we can actually get into these bomb sites, get the bomb down, and take it from there.
Okay, thank you. And what do you think about your next matchup?
Excited. I mean, we beat them last time, but like I've said a million times in the past, every team here at Champions is an extremely good team. They're here for a reason. They're the best teams in the region. Obviously FPX won the last Masters event, so I expect them to have some answers to what we're doing. I expect them to have some adjustments, maybe some new comps, maybe Angel whips out the Yoru. He does a good job of playing like with the confidence as if he's the best player in the world. And whether or not that's true, that's up to be decided, right? But yeah, I'm just excited for another tough competition against them, and hopefully to squeeze out another win and silence any doubt about any flukes or anything like that.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello guys, Ikut from Upcomer. Today we had way less fans on stage, but we heard way more Exet chants. Did that change affect you in any way?
I don't think we let the crowd or the atmosphere or anything like that really get to us. All the players do a really good job of putting themselves in the moment and just focusing on the game and the task at hand, and kind of just letting me handle the crowd stuff and the smack talk and all that stuff. So I think it just goes to show though that we've we're starting to garner this fledgling fan base and doing a good job of getting people excited about us and what we're doing and our swagger and our style and everything that we do here. So it's really it's awesome and humbling to see so many Turkish fans show up and support Exet. It honestly means the world to us, and we appreciate each and every one of you guys out there in the stands, chanting Exet, throwing up the X's, all that stuff. We love it.
Oh, thank you. That's very good.
I think we had one more chat from the remote, one more question from the remote media. Ian, did you have a question?
Yes, if that's okay.
Go ahead.
This is for depth. Because OpTic obviously is a team you all are very familiar with, did you expect any mind games or any like swerves in like what they would normally do? And was there any particular prep that you guys did to maybe try and anticipate any changes in their strategy?
No, I think the only mind game that OpTic use are finding ways to tech pause during pretty big rounds or before big rounds. Seems like every time we play them guys, there's a tech pause. Obviously, like a lot of the stuff is out of their hands and whatever, but I mean the tech after attack pauses and stuff and big round wins. So very unfortunate, but also pretty sucky for a team that's pretty momentum based, and we want to get rolling, and every other round we have to wait for 30 minutes.
Yeah, that in particular is pretty frustrating. I think it's a gap in the rule set that needs to be addressed by Riot specifically, and I'll be having conversations with them about it after the fact. But it's no different when we play them online to when we play them here on the stage. It's tech pause when it's 12-11, tech pause after we get a win, tech pause after I call attack timeout and go on a 60-second spiel about what we're about to do. And it's intentional, and in my eyes, it's an abuse of the rule set, and I think that it should be fixed.
Thank you. Are there any other questions for Exet? Exet, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with the next team. Hey, everybody. We're joined by OpTic Gaming, who are coming off of their victory against Exet. Please use the Zoom hand raise function if you'd like to ask a question, and then we'll call on you. Would anyone like to go first? Let's go with Diogo from VLR.
Hey guys, congratulations on the win. My first question is for Chet. That was a pretty good comeback you guys got in Haven. Do you just chalk it up to experience, or was there something more to that at tech side?
I think on Haven, we just gave a lot of trust for FNS, and we did like some unconventional things that I don't want to go too in detail with, but we just played our game, and I think the calling went super well during that series to make that comeback.
Thanks. We'll go next to Ian.
Hi, yes, this is also for Chet. Can you tell us what happened on the tech pause on round 23 on Ascent?
I honestly have no idea what happened.
Vix
Does
PC.
anyone remember?
Vix PC was glitching, like there was micro stutters on his monitor. Admins were trying to fix it, and then we had to go to the bathroom. So that was a whole thing.
That was on Pearl.
That was on
Ascent. On Ascent, it was the
Ascent.
same. His PC was
Yeah,
messed
it's
up.
just-
Yeah,
I forget, to be honest. Was it?
I remember.
It
was
might have been the stuttering problem. I'm pretty sure the PC was just stuttering.
The only tech pauses we had related to his stutters.
Thank you. We'll go we'll go to Diego again.
Yeah, so this for FNS. Another upper final, another match against Loud. Last time you were in an upper final against him, you lost 2-1, but you've only defeated them since. So should we expect anything different?
I mean, I'd hope not. I think we definitely have, like, I think we've definitely won more than they have versus us. So, like, in the matchup, so definitely confident playing against them. But at the same time, this is a new tournament. You know, we haven't played them at this event yet. Have we?
Yeah, we have.
In groups.
We beat them already.
Okay, so never mind. So we did beat them already at this event, which is nice. But obviously, they've improved a lot. They've beaten a lot of good teams to get here. Beat teams that we didn't think they were going to beat. You know, both times I thought that they were going to lose in the upper bracket, and they won both times to make it here. I just love the fact that we've both been so consistent this year, and both of us keep meeting up with one another. And I think that kind of says something on its own about how consistent both teams have been. But yeah, I mean, we consider them friends for sure, but definitely more than that, we consider them rivals. So it'll be a good game.
Any more questions from the remote media? Okay. Any questions from the in-house media?
Hey, Declan from Dexerto. This is for anybody. Exet came in here pretty heated about the timings of the tech pauses. So I was just wondering if the rounds that you guys called those on were pretty intentional to stop the momentum, or was it just purely that's when the micro stuttering started?
No, there was no intention to like screw them over or anything. The PC was just actually not working well.
You
so.
can ask the referee as well.
Riot wouldn't allow that to happen. Anyways.
Yeah, we had an admin looking at it. And he's like, "Yeah, that's pretty bad." And one of the rounds, I think the very last tech pause was the one we won, and he somehow got like.
I was playing through it.
Yeah,
I had it.
yeah,
He was still stuttering
he
and
got
playing through it.
insane 3K. He's like, "I just killed these guys stuttering."
I said that.
We don't need to cheat to beat them.
Yeah,
I assure you.
Come on now.
Any other questions from the in-house media? Okay. OpTic, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us. This will conclude the final press conference.
Thank you.
Thank you.